Listen, no, really, stop everything you're doing. Stop thinking about your to-do list, your emails, your problems. For the next few minutes, there is only my voice and the truth that is beating inside of you, the one you've been ignoring. You've been telling yourself a story, haven't you? A very well-crafted story, a tragic story at times, a story about why you can't, why not yet, why things are so hard for you. It's a story about the lack of time, the lack of money, the lack of opportunity. It's a detailed, Oscar-worthy performance about fear, about being tired, about tomorrow. That story is a lie. It is the most comfortable, most destructive lie you will ever tell yourself. It is the invisible cage you have built around yourself with bars made of pretext. You can't see them, but you feel them every single morning when you wake up with that dull ache of unfulfilled potential. It is the poison you drink every single day, hoping that miraculously your life will change on its own. And today, it's over. Today, I'm not giving you 5 tips to be more productive. I'm not offering you a life hack. Today, we are doing something far more radical. Today, we declare war. A total all-out war on that voice in your head that whispers excuses, that voice that has become your closest friend and your deadliest enemy. Today, that voice dies. Today, you are reborn because there are no more excuses. You start today. Before you can fight, you have to know your enemy. You must study its tactics. The excuse is not a harmless thought. It's not a simple reason. It's a parasite. A parasite that burrows into your mind and feeds on your dreams, on your potential, on your future. It is born from fear, the fear of failure, the fear of being judged, the fear of discovering you're not as good as you hoped, or even worse, the terrifying fear of discovering that you are, and that with it comes a responsibility to be great, a responsibility that scares you to death. So you hide, you play small, and the excuse is your shield. The excuse is the high priest of the church of mediocrity. It preaches the gospel of the comfort zone. But let me tell you a secret. Your comfort zone is your kill zone. It's where your ambitions go to die a slow, quiet death. The excuse offers you a deal with the devil. It says, I'll give you comfort now. I'll protect you from pain, from risk, from judgment. And in exchange, you just have to give me your future. And you take the deal every single day. It whispers in your ear with your own voice. It's clever. It tells you it's not your fault. The conditions aren't perfect. Rest, you deserve it. You'll do it tomorrow when you have more energy. And you believe it. You believe it because it's easier than fighting. It's easier than standing up. It's easier than taking a risk. But that comfort is a death trap. Every time you accept an excuse, a small piece of your self-respect rots away. Every time you say tomorrow, you murder your today. Every time you blame something or someone else, you give away your power. You willingly hand over the keys to your own life. So right now, we drag that parasite into the light. We look it in the eye. We call it by its names. We dismantle it piece by piece, lie by lie, and then we obliterate it. Because your life is non-negotiable, your potential is non-negotiable, and the battlefield is your mind. The war is now. You've perfected your excuses. They are your masterpieces. You know them so well they sound like the truth. But today, their reign of terror ends. Let's start with the oldest, most popular lie on the planet. I don't have time. What an elegant lie. What a universally accepted falsehood. Listen to me. You will stop saying that phrase right now. It is an insult to your own intelligence. It's not about having time, it's about making time. Time isn't found, it's created, it's conquered. It is torn from the claws of distraction and triviality. You and the person you admire most on this planet have the exact same 24 hours in a day, the same 1,440 minutes, the same 86,400 seconds. The difference is they understand that time is an asset to be invested, not an excuse to be used. They treat every minute like a soldier sent into battle. You treat your minutes like loose change you don't mind losing. You say you don't have time, but let's be honest. Take a brutal look at your last 24 hours. You have time to check your phone 150 times a day. You have time to scroll endlessly through the highlight reels of other people's lives. You have time to binge watch an entire series in one weekend. You have time to complain that you don't have time. Do the math. 2 hours a day on your phone is 30 full days a year. 30, 24-hour days spent staring at a screen, building nothing. You don't have a time problem. You have a priority problem. You have a discipline problem. You have a saying no problem. Time is a choice. You decide to get up an hour earlier. You decide to turn off the television. You decide to say no to the things that don't get you closer to your goal. You decide that your dream is more important than your comfort. Stop being a victim of your calendar. Become the architect of your day. Every minute you invest in an excuse is a minute you steal from your empire. Your new mantra is this: I control my time. My time serves my mission. I am the priority. Burn it into your skull. You don't have time. You own your time. And starting today, you invest it in your greatness, period. And after you conquer the lie of time, its brother shows up, the great filter, the excuse that separates the wishers from the doers. I don't have the money. I don't have the resources. You know what that is? It's mental laziness. It's the easiest way to give up before you've even started. The history of humanity was written by people who started with nothing. The greatest companies were born in garages, fueled by ramen noodles and obsession. The greatest ideas came from necessity, not from abundance. Money is not the most important resource. It's just one of them. The most powerful resource you possess is between your ears: your creativity, your ingenuity, your ability to solve problems, your hunger. If you don't have money, you have to be smarter. You have to be more creative. You have to work harder. You have to be braver. A lack of resources forces you to become resourceful. It's a gift, not a curse. It forces you to innovate, not just imitate. The world is full of people with money who do nothing, and it's full of people with no money who are changing the world. The difference is initiative. It's hunger. In the age of information, the excuse of resources is obsolete. You are carrying a supercomputer in your pocket with access to more free knowledge than you could consume in 1,000 lifetimes. You can learn any skill, connect with anyone, start a business with almost zero investment. Stop looking at your bank account and start looking at your inventory of skills, your courage, your determination. Those are your true assets. The question isn't, what are you missing? The question is, what are you going to do with what you already have? Money follows value. Money follows action. Money follows courage, not the other way around. Start creating value today with what you have, and the resources will show up. I guarantee it. Your new mantra is this: I am resourceful. My creativity is my capital. My action attracts abundance. You are a source of power, not a well of scarcity. Act like it today. But even when you have the time, even when you realize you have the resources, there's a deeper shadow, a colder voice, the very heart of the darkness: fear. The fear of failure, the fear of trying and not making it, the fear of looking like a fool, the fear of disappointing yourself and the people around you. Let me tell you something about failure. You've got it all wrong. You think failure is the end. You think it's a verdict. You think it defines you. But failure is not your enemy. Failure is your teacher. It's your tutor. It's your personal trainer in the gym of success. The only real failure, the only unforgivable failure, is not trying. It's staying paralyzed by the what-ifs. It's reaching the end of your life, filled with the bitter taste of regret for the battles you never fought. That is true hell. The pain of failure is temporary. It's a sting. It lasts a day, a week, a month. But the pain of regret is a cancer. It eats away at your soul until your last breath. You will be haunted by the ghost of the person you could have become. You have to change your relationship with failure. You have to see it for what it is: data. It's feedback. Every time you fail, you discover a way that doesn't work. You get smarter, you get stronger, you get more resilient. A baby isn't afraid of failure. They fall hundreds of times before they learn to walk. Can you imagine a baby saying, "Nope, this walking thing isn't for me. I fell twice, I'm out"? It's absurd, but that's what you do. You have forgotten how to learn. You have to be willing to look foolish. You have to be willing to fall down, scrape your knees, get up and try again. Smarter, stronger. Fear isn't gonna go away, ever. The brave are not those who don't feel fear. The brave are those who feel the fear and act anyway. They use fear as fuel. They let the adrenaline of fear focus them. Your new mantra is this: failure is my teacher, not my executioner. I act in spite of fear. Every attempt makes me stronger. Fear is just a feeling. Action is a decision, and you decide to act now. And of course, fear whispers another seductive lie, a lie that feels like a promise. The lie of later, I'll start tomorrow, on Monday, next month. Procrastination, the most alluring of all the lies. The one that promises a magical future where everything will be easier. Tomorrow, Monday, January 1st. Tomorrow is the mythical land where 99% of all human dreams, ambitions, and potential are stored. Tomorrow is the most dangerous place in the universe. Tomorrow is the graveyard of greatness. Listen to me. Tomorrow does not exist. It's just a concept in your mind. It's just an excuse to not face the reality of now. When tomorrow arrives, you will call it today. And if your habit is to postpone, you will just say tomorrow again. It's an infinite loop of self-deceit. The conditions will never be perfect. You will never have perfect motivation. You will never feel 100% ready. If you wait for the perfect moment, you will wait your entire life. The perfect moment is an illusion. The only real moment you have is this one, this second, this heartbeat, this breath. Now, action creates motivation, not the other way around. You don't wait to feel like it to act. You act to feel like it. The first step is the hardest, but once you take it, you generate momentum. One small step today is infinitely more powerful than a grand promise for tomorrow. Today, you kill the idea of tomorrow, you destroy the concept of Monday, you annihilate the fantasy of next month. Your life doesn't start on a future date on the calendar. Your life starts the moment you make a decision and back it up with immediate action. Your new mantra is this: tomorrow is a lie. The only time is now. My power is in immediate action. Your future isn't built tomorrow. Your future is built in the sum of all your todays. And your today starts right now. And the lies just keep coming. Fear has many masks. Sometimes it looks at the calendar and says, I'm too old, or I'm too young. The excuse of age, a brilliant trap that catches you at both ends of your life. Let's rip it apart. You think you're too young? You think no one will take you seriously? Good. Your youth is your greatest weapon. You have energy they lost decades ago. You see the world with fresh eyes, unburdened by the way things have always been done. You are underestimated, which gives you the element of surprise. Use it. You think you're too old? You think your time has passed? What a pathetic surrender. Your age is your asset. You have wisdom forged in the fires of real-world experience. You have a network. You have resilience. You have survived 100% of your worst days. Colonel Sanders started KFC in his 60s. Your life isn't over, your apprenticeship is. It's time to become the master. Stop using your age as an anchor. Start using it as a jet engine. Your age is not a number, it's a strategic position. Your unique position. Own it, leverage it. Your new mantra is this: my age is my asset. My experience is my strength. My energy is my weapon. My time is now. Then there's the most insidious excuse of all. The one that attacks your very core. The one that whispers you are fundamentally flawed. I'm not talented enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. This is the lie of innate ability. The myth that champions are born, not made. It's the ultimate cop-out. It lets you off the hook completely. Let me tell you about talent. Talent is a myth created by the lazy to justify their own inaction. What you call talent is obsession. It's thousands of hours of practice in the dark when no one is watching. It's falling down and getting back up 1,000 times. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. You've heard it, but you haven't listened. The world is full of talented failures, but it is run by the obsessed, the disciplined, the consistent. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Stop looking at the finished product and start respecting the brutal process. The master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. You have everything you need to start. You are enough right now to take the first step. You become good enough by doing the work. You don't need more talent, you need more grit. You don't need more intelligence, you need more action. Your new mantra is this: I forge my talent with discipline. My consistency is my superpower. I am enough to start, and I will become more than enough through action. And after all that, after every lie has been cornered, the final whisper comes when you're at your weakest, at the end of a long day. I'm just too tired. The excuse of fatigue. It feels so real, so justifiable. But you must learn to distinguish between the body's genuine need for rest and the mind's desire to surrender. Most of your fatigue is not physical, it's emotional, it's mental. It is the exhaustion that comes from a life without purpose. A lack of purpose is draining. A life of inaction is exhausting. It's a paradox. The less you do, the more tired you feel. Action is the cure. Energy is not something you have, it's something you generate. The moment you push through that feeling of tiredness and take the first step, you create a chemical reaction in your body. You create momentum. Motion creates emotion. Action is the fuel. You think the people building empires don't get tired. They get more tired than you could ever imagine. But their why is bigger than their fatigue. Their mission is more important than their comfort. They don't negotiate with that tired feeling. They acknowledge it, and then they get back to work. Your new mantra is this: action is my fuel. My purpose gives me energy. I do not negotiate with tiredness. So, we have killed the giants. We have exposed the lies. Now, I give you the weapon, the antidote. The one principle you need to change your life forever. The power of today. Yesterday is a ghost. You cannot change it. You can only learn from it. Worrying about it is like driving while looking only in the rearview mirror. You will crash. Tomorrow is a mirage. You cannot control it. You can only prepare for it. Living in it is to live in anxiety and fantasy. Most people live their lives on Someday Isle, an imaginary island where all their dreams are waiting. They say, someday I'll start that business. Someday I'll get in shape. Someday Isle is where dreams go to die. Today is the only ship that can get you off that island. Today is the only reality. Today is the only battlefield. Today is the only opportunity you have to build, to change, to act. Your entire life is a succession of todays. If you win today, you win your life. Stop thinking about the mountain you have to climb. It paralyzes you. Think about the next step. Just that, the step you can take today, right now. Your identity is forged by your daily actions. You are not what you say you're going to do. You are what you do today. When you harness the power of today, something fundamental shifts. You are no longer the person you were. The architect of excuses, the negotiator of mediocrity died in the last few minutes. Now, we forge your new identity. This is your new code of conduct. It's not something you try to be. It is who you are. Starting this instant, read it, feel it, live it. I am a person of action. Excuses are my enemy. The battlefield is today. I do not negotiate with laziness. I do not make pacts with doubt. I execute. My word is law. If I say I will do something, it gets done. My commitment to myself is unbreakable. My integrity is my greatest asset. I embrace discomfort. Comfort is the breeding ground of mediocrity. I seek the challenge. I seek the pressure. Because I know that is where I grow. That is where I get stronger. I am responsible for everything. I don't blame circumstances. I don't blame others. I am the owner of my life, my results, my destiny. My power lies in my responsibility. Progress, not perfection, is my obsession. I do not wait for perfect conditions. I start with what I have from where I am. A 1% improvement every day is a monumental victory. I am a finisher. I don't just start, I complete the mission. I see things through to the end. The world is full of starters. I am a finisher. My focus is a weapon. I protect it fiercely and aim it with precision. I starve my distractions and I feed my focus. What I focus on grows. This is who you are now. Repeat it until it becomes your breath. Act on it until it becomes your instinct. There is no going back. You've seen the truth. You've seen the cage you were living in. To even try to go back now would be the ultimate act of cowardice. I've given you the map. I've given you the weapons. I've shown you the enemy, and I've shown you the path to victory. The rest is up to you. My voice will stop soon. The silence will return. And in that silence, you will face a choice. Close your eyes for 1 second. I mean it. Close them. Picture 2 versions of yourself. 1 year from today. On your left, see the person who closed this video and did nothing. The person who went back to the old stories, the old excuses. They are exactly where you are now, only older, weaker, drowning in a sea of regret. Now, on your right, see the other person. The person who in the next 5 minutes took 1 small immediate action. See how that one action led to another tomorrow, and another the next day. See the power in their eyes, the confidence in their posture. They are not a different person. They are the person you were always meant to be. Open your eyes. Which one will it be? The choice is yours. It has always been yours. The world is full of people who wait. They wait to feel inspired. They wait for someone to give them permission. They wait for the stars to align. And then there are the others, the minority, the builders, the warriors, the ones who understand that inspiration follows action, the ones who give themselves permission, the ones who align the stars with their own 2 hands. Who are you gonna be? The time for words is over. The excuses are dead. Now is the time for action. Stop listening. Start doing. Start now.